welcome back to the channel. I'm just whispering because everybody is sleeping in the house. So I'm just going to walk you guys through a what I eat in a day type of video, and that way you guys can see what types of things that I'm having and why I'm eating it as well. I'll just kind of go through all that. And yeah, so again, for those of you that don't know, I do eat a high carb and low fat diet. That's where I feel the best and have the most energy. And when I detour from that, my energy just decreases and I don't feel very well. So that's what I do. And yeah, so you guys can see what I'm having, and I'm not having a typical breakfast this morning. Typically I would have like oats. I'm just like boring like that, but I am gonna go right ahead and get more veggies in, just because I feel like I haven't had as many veggies as I need to lately, so I am gonna incorporate some of that in my breakfast. And even if I have oatmeal, I still try to have a veggie, but I'm just gonna try to have more veggies this morning than I typically do. So yeah, I just feel like I need more energy. I'm coming off of a stretch of 12-hour shifts and I'm just really tired. So I'm going to try to get a lot of those greens into me, maybe broccoli, and then we'll see how it goes. So yeah, thanks again for being here. Thanks for watching. And if you haven't already, consider subscribing to the channel if you like health and wellness videos and if you like quick and easy recipes. Another note, yes, I did chop all my hair off. Everyone was like asking me. Yes, the hair is gone. I chopped it off and it is darker. Gonna try this for a little while and see how it goes. I figured I would just chop a whole bunch because if you guys know, at least in Toronto, we've been in lockdown for like forever, and I don't trust that we're not going to go back into lockdown, so I just cut like a whole bunch, and that way I don't have to worry if we do go back into lockdown and there's no hairdressers. So yeah, anyway, let's get into the video. Okay guys, welcome back to the channel. Thanks again for being here. So this week we are going to do a what I eat in a day type of video, like I said, and I'm just starting my breakfast off with some broccoli and some whole grain, whole wheat couscous, and that is what I'm making really quick. So couscous literally just takes like 5 minutes to make, not even, and it's cooked up, and I just fluff it up with a fork, and then I'm just adding it to my plate, and I'm going to throw my broccoli on top. And you know, you can add whatever you want to yours. Sometimes I put a little bit of soy sauce and sriracha. Sometimes I will just eat it plain. It really depends on my mood. And yeah, so this is my very simple breakfast. As you can see, it is really hearty and it's going to make me full for a very long time. I will typically have things like oatmeal and then, you know, some like bell peppers or something alongside that for breakfast. That's usually my favorite type of breakfast. But like I said, I'm coming off of a stretch of 12-hour shifts and I'm feeling like I need, you know, a lot more energy, and I need that broccoli in first thing in the morning. And I feel like I really like this combination of the couscous and the broccoli. So I thought this would be a great breakfast. So yeah, I'm just adding my broccoli right on top. Couscous is a favorite at our house just because it cooks up really quickly. So if we're in a pinch and we need to eat something really fast, it cooks up a lot faster than rice or potatoes will. So that's why we always have it as a staple in our house. So yeah, I mean, having these simple meals on hand will just save you a lot of time and a lot of grief when you're in a hurry as well. So I recommend always having something like this on hand. And yeah, frozen broccoli you can't go wrong with in the freezer as well. So we've been using ceramic pots and pans for what I feel like it has been forever, or stainless steel, and somehow I found a non-stick little pot and I needed a little pot, so I used it. But I do like to stay away from stuff like that just because of the chemicals, you know, actually getting into your food. So be mindful of the pots that you're using as well. So let's move on to our simple lunch. I just have bow tie whole wheat pasta in the fridge ready to go just for when I'm in a pinch and I need something to eat quickly. I added some black beans and those were canned and they were just rinsed. And yeah, that's all I am doing. I have a homemade dressing that I'm going to put on top as well. And I just have some mixed veggies that I just made in a frying pan with a little bit of veggie broth that's oil free. And there's no seasonings on it, it's just plain. I'm going to be using that in my salad. I like to have stuff like this in the fridge just because, like I said, if I'm in a pinch, I've got something that I can quickly eat, and that's just a homemade dressing that I make. I also like to keep homemade dressings in the fridge on hand as well. The simple dressing that I am making is just a balsamic vinegar. I put maple syrup, I put garlic powder and onion powder in it, and I just whisked it all up. Very, very simple. I'm sure you can come up with, better dressings, but this is just what I quickly had on hand and it worked. So I just added a little bit of that to my salad just to jazz it up, and that way it's not so plain. And that is it. That is my lunch. And again, I'm getting in all my broccoli and my veggies, which is really important to me. Okay, so let's move on to dinner. I just steamed some potatoes in the pressure cooker in the steaming basket. I found this on Amazon. I know people will ask me. And then I just cut them up in half, and I'm going to be using that for my dinner. This is hands down my absolute favorite meal that I have that keeps me super full for so long. And I feel like I eat an abundance of veggies, so I love this meal. This is my chickpea dip that's already made. It's in a can and it's oil-free. And of course, these are super hard to find. Anything like this always has oil, and it's so frustrating, but I was able to find oil-free versions of the hummus and the tortillas, so I was super happy. So I just have a mix of cucumber and tomato, put a little bit of pumpkin seeds. Sometimes I will do that and sometimes I won't. But if you're not too afraid of the extra fat, then go ahead and sprinkle just a tiny bit. And then sometimes I use the hummus and sometimes I don't. It really depends on my mood, but I am using it because I have it available. So I'm just spreading that, putting my potatoes on, and then loading it with veggies. This is a great way of using up any leftover veggies too, because you can saute a whole bunch of veggies that maybe are going bad on a frying pan and use that in this recipe. I do double up the tortillas just because they do break. They are very delicate, and I warmed them up as well before using them. And like I said, here in Canada, it's really hard to find an oil-free version of these things. Everything has canola oil, like everything has canola oil in here. I don't know why. The simple things you wouldn't think would have canola oil has canola oil in Canada. So let me know where you live if you find that it's frustrating to find oil-free products as well. Just because, I do have the tortilla press and I could make them at home, but that takes more time, and I like to have something like this just ready to go in the fridge. And then I am going ahead and adding some sriracha on top, and I'm having a little bit of my low sugar kombucha on the side. And that is pretty much it. That's what I had for the day. That is my favorite dinner. And that is it for today. So thanks for watching the video. Thanks again for being here. And if you haven't already, please consider subscribing to the channel. And that way you don't miss any upcoming content if you like health and wellness videos and if you like quick and easy recipes. Bye guys, stay healthy. Love ya.